Hello students, in this video we will discuss how to remember domain and range of a given trigonometric functions in a short way. As you know, the coordinates at these points at a quadrantal angle, it is a 0, 1, 0, it is 0, 1. At this position it is negative 1, 0, here 0, negative 1. So these are all quadrantal angles multiples of pi by 2. So this is a pi by 2, pi, 3 times pi by 2 and 2 pi. So how do you know domain and range of all t functions? What about sine? So for any point P, so this is a xy, this is a cos theta and this is sine theta. So sine theta is a y. What are the possible values of y? This is y coordinates. So minimum value of y is -1, maximum value of y is 1. So what is a sine? Sine means y. And what is the possible value of y? -1 to 1. So sine theta always lies between -1 to 1. What about domain? Domain means theta, all values of theta. Theta can rotate in positive or negative direction, so entire r. So for sine, what is a domain? Domain is r and range is -1 to 1. So how is it possible? As you know, sine lies between -1 to 1. Why it lies between -1 to 1? Because we can observe here minimum value is -1, maximum value is 1. So it will not go outside the range -1 to 1. What about cos theta? So for cos theta also domain is r and range is same. Cos theta means x. So what are the x minimum value and maximum value? -1 to 1. So domain and range is 1 to 1. So this is for cos theta, which lies between -1 to 1. What about other? Because other 4 depends on sine and cos. What about tan? If I consider third, tan of theta. Tan theta means y by x. So y means sine theta upon cos theta. So we have taken domain as r for sine, domain as r for cos, but here tan is defined as sine by cos. For certain value, tan becomes not defined. When any function becomes not defined, whether inside the root is negative or denominator is 0. So this function has a denominator cos theta. Whenever cos theta becomes 0, tan is not defined. And you know that when cos theta becomes 0, in earlier video we have discussed, cos theta becomes 0, cos means x coordinate is 0 whenever your angle is on y-axis. That time x coordinate 0 means cos 0. What are those angles? In general, what we call these two angles? These are odd multiples of pi by 2. Odd multiples. That is a 2n plus 1 times pi by 2. Where n is not in natural number, it is integer. So domain we cannot take entire r. So what should be the domain? R minus some element. What are those elements? That is a 2n plus 1 times pi by 2. All the odd multiples of 90. What about the range? Range again depends on values of sine and cos. As denominator goes on decreasing, means as cos theta goes on decreasing to 0, the value goes on increasing, and that becomes smaller the denominator, larger the ratio. So that becomes infinity. So maximum value of this is infinity. What is the minimum value? So minimum value depends on numerator. As sine is tends to 0, sine becomes 0 means whole value becomes 0. and whenever your denominator is smaller, your value is bigger. Whenever your denominator is bigger, your value is smaller. So it is entire R. That means it is a negative infinity to infinity. Now we will summarize domain and range of all t functions. For sine, domain is we are not restricted. Sine is simply y, so no restriction for y, entire R. But if you look into the range section, it takes values from -1 to 1. So it is restricted. It lies, value of sine lies between -1 to 1. Similarly, cos, domain is R, but range is again same, -1 to 1. It will not go beyond that. But tan is in the form of sine by cos, so you have to think for tan, we should not take tan is a sine by cos. So as we have discussed before, cos should not be 0, and when cos is 0, for odd multiple of pi by 2 cos is 0. So while taking domain, we have to be careful. We will take real values, but we will not take those real values where cos is 0. Means we will exclude odd multiples of pi by 2, means 2n plus 1 time pi by 2 from domain. What is a range? There is no restriction for range. Afterward we will discuss the graph of each of the function. So entire R comes in the range. What about cot? Cot, you know the cot is actually cos by sine, isn't it? Cos by sine means whenever sine is 0, that time cot is not defined, and sine is defined for 0 for n pi. So what we will do, we will exclude those n pi, isn't it? So all the multiples of n pi from R. Now cot is defined and its range is also entire R. What about sec? Look at that, how we are developing this table. So we are going to the definition. Sec means 1 by cos. अब जब भी cos 0 होगा, sec डिफाइन नहीं होगा. So sec का denominator cos है. So denominator should not be 0. So as like a tan का denominator cos है, तो again we have to exclude odd multiples of pi by 2. So इसके range में क्या आएगा? So range would be beyond. If I see this is in the form of interval, if I want to draw graph of this range, so -1 to 1, इसके बीच में range नहीं आएगा, means it is towards the right or either less than -1 or greater than 1. So because it is a reciprocal of cos, so it is R minus -1 to 1, means your range, graphically if you want to check, your range is -infinity to -1 union 1 to infinity. So this part is excluded, except this your range is defined. So what about cosec? Cosec is reciprocal of sine, means sine 0, that time cosec is not defined. Sine is 0 for n pi, so we will exclude n pi. So you have to remember this logically. Why minus n pi? Why odd time? Look at sec का denominator cos है, तो cos जब भी 0 होगा, so cos कब 0 होता है? For this value we will exclude that value. Same thought process for the cosec, and this is also R minus -1 to 1. So we have summarized domain and range of all t functions in short, logically, having some reason why we are doing this, subtracting some portion from the R, from the range also. This is a summarized table for domain and range. So you also define all t functions and remember all the domain and range in this manner.